Hi, friends. It's Peggy from PrettyPaperCards.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm here with my little Yorkie, Ellie, and it looks like some of you are already on. They changed a little bit of my little system here, and so I'm interested because I see that some of you already commented, so that's neat. 50 degrees, Lori, in Staten Island, New York. Brr. That sounds pretty chilly. Um, and windy too. Brr. Brr. I'm not actually seeing your comment right. Tina Lesson. Okay, I see you watching. Hilda and Pam from Arkansas. Good to see you. Renee. Good to see you guys. Hello, hello. Yeah, they're constantly doing an update to my system here. I use this system called Switcher Studio, which broadcasts to both Facebook and over to YouTube. And they're constantly doing updates. And so when they do updates, there are things on there I don't know, what have you done with my system? So I'm glad that you're all early. Good to see you. Yes, Ellie has a blue bow today. It's kind of, what color is it? Kind of a little boho maybe? I don't know. What do you think? No, brighter. Brighter. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a Stampin' Up! Color. Denise, I see that you're watching. And Roz, good to see you. Georgia, good to see you also. So we're cool out here too. We're in the 60s and they're expecting rain 0.1 to a half an inch. Rebecca, good to see you. But we're thankful for anything. So we'll see. We're hoping we get rain tomorrow. Tonight and tomorrow, they said. Azure afternoon, you think so, Tina? Okay, I don't know. It's a little bright. A little bit bright. She's been a good girl today. We had that earthquake the other day. She barked the whole time that it was quaking. She was on the bed and she just started barking, bark, 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 until it ended, and then she stopped barking. We were totally fine. Just a lot of rolling. We're used to it. We've lived here most of our lives. My husband his whole life, and me most of my life. Azure afternoon, okay. But it was just a rolling. You never know if it could be worse. I know, so much rain. But we can use any bit. Yes, in Arizona the same. Any bit of rain is wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. So she's in her little daze mode, I think, this afternoon. So yesterday was tax day. Of course, we paid our taxes way in advance, but no, I don't think anybody really likes tax day. Hi, Linda. Good to see you. It's just never, I just always think, ugh, what an icky day. But it was an exciting day for Stampin' Up! People because we had the brand new reward system that went live. Windy, Pennsylvania. Okay. So we like that. I haven't placed an order yet, so I don't have any rewards yet. Have some of you gotten some Stampin' rewards with the new system? I bet I've gotten a few orders from other people. Oh, Tina, another fire in North Carolina. You guys aren't used to that at all, are you? Goodness, that's not good. That's not good at all. You forgot about taxes until 8 p.m. on the 13th, Renee. Oh my gosh. Whoops. Oh, you no longer have to file taxes? Serious? We haven't gotten that old, I guess. I don't know how old that is. Huh. I'll have to ask my husband, when do we get so old that we don't have to file taxes? That would be wonderful. I would love it. Oh my gosh, that would be fabulous. Yes, so I want to hear if anybody has any Stampin' Rewards and what you think you might do with them, or how you like the new reward system. I think it's going to be fabulous. I'm looking forward to it because I love my Starbucks rewards, and I'm really looking forward to accumulating some. Aloha, Oregon. Carolyn, good to see you. Oh, 71 in Oregon? Wow, and sunny? How wonderful. Oh, that's great. Perfect, perfect weather. That is very nice. Well, the one thing I have to say, going back to our cloudy weather here, um, it's so good for my roses. My rose garden that's in my front entryway. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. It's just full of roses. I might try to take a picture and post on Facebook for you because it is packed. I love it. So I'll try to do that. Renee, your grandparents were paying taxes into their 80s. Yeah, I know. That's my question. How old do you have to be not to pay taxes? Um, Georgia, no rewards, but oh, you used to get them from Close to My Heart. Okay, and you like them. Good. So you're a maker from Close to My Heart? Interesting. I didn't know that. I haven't actually met any makers. Rebecca, oh, you got 25 rewards today for your order? Good girl. That's exciting. Carol, good to see you, Carol Schaefer. Yeah, I can't wait to accumulate those rewards. I'm really getting excited about that. I just think it's going to be totally fun. Nancy, Sue, good to see you. You made it to the live. That's wonderful. Yeah, I see. I'm sinking down. I'll sit up a little more so you can see Ellie. Well, we have stuff to do. We're just sitting here chatting, aren't we? Um, we have stuff to do and stuff to talk about today. So I think I'm going to put Ellie down and let her take her nap because she's kind of dozing off a little bit anyway. So we'll let her take her nap. And let's see, what do we want to talk about? Well, let me just take a sip of my tea. Oh, you weren't a maker, but you just ordered and had freebies. Oh, okay. A matter of income. Taxes are a matter of income. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, so the new rewards. If you haven't gone on yet, make sure to go on the Stampin' Up website and opt in to getting rewards. We want the rewards. Yay! We want them. And you'll have a spiffy little account. We've already seen what it looks like. It's very neat, and you'll get to see how many you have and when they expire. They last for a year. So that's very cool, and accumulate those up. Nancy, yes, we chatted about it a minute ago. It did. We had a lot of rolling, and it did hit it was very close to our area. It was 2 miles from where I live. But we things they didn't fall off our shelves, but 2 miles away in Julian is where it's a sweet little mountain town. If you've ever been to San Diego, you might have heard of the Julian Pie Company. They make delicious pies, and they had things fall off their shelves, but that was it. But most of our buildings they were telling us they're all retrofitted because we expect earthquakes. So of course they can't be, retrofitted for everything. But I guess the 5.2, which it was, we were all okay. Okay, good, Tina. Tracy Christine, good to see you from Connecticut. Okay, so talked about Stampin' Rewards. The next thing I want to talk about is my product shares. So I'm doing product shares again, this time like I do with every new catalog. On my website, it's all on today's post, but I'll tell you I'm doing paper shares and ribbon shares. And thank you, Nancy. There aren't a gazillion papers. There are only 9. There's only 6 papers in the new annual catalog, and I've added in 3 extra papers from the May online exclusives that are going to be released because they're beautiful. Celebratory sips, so cute. A floral impressions, beautiful, and a gorgeous one called Floral Garden Foils. It has a real pretty pink. So 9 altogether, and it only comes out to $40, including postage. So that's my paper share. Ribbon shares, there are 9 ribbons. 8 in the catalog and 1 in the online exclusives. And a ribbon share is $25. That includes postage. And then the one I always want for myself that I would get is I want it all, because that's me. I always want it all. Polly, good to see you. Is $65, and that includes your shipping. So this year it's a reasonable price. So let me know. Just email me at Peggy@prettypapercards.com to reserve that you want to have a share reserved for you. And because of like banking rules or something, Stampin' Up rules, we can't actually collect money until 7 days before we're going to use it, and we're not going to buy the products because they're not available until May 6th. So I can't collect funds until April 30th. So all you do is reserve with me, and that way I can then send you a payment link, a registration and payment link on the 30th, and we can get your funds all handled, get you to pay, and I'm ready to go on May 6th, and I get all everything for your product shares. Very exciting. I mean, I'm super excited. I always love catalog day, first day of new catalogs. Wonderful day. Okay, now I'm going to turn you down because I want to show you something. And I started this last year. This is my In Color Club, and it met with a great response, and some other demos do it, and so I thought I'd try it last year, and it worked out well. So the new In Colors are beautiful. We're going to use them today we're going to make 2 cards today, you guys, and we're going to use the In Colors. So the In Color Club gets you all the new In Colors, but it's spread out over a period of 5 months so that it's better for your budget. Now, it includes more than this. It's just, this is all we were able to pre-order. So what your In Color Club, every month, what you'll get is a full package of, it'll be 1 color per month. You'll get a full package of the cardstock, the classic Stampin' Pad, the ink refill, which we weren't able to get yet, the Stampin' Blends combo pack, we weren't able to get, the marker, the Stampin' Right marker, 8 6x6 sheets of the Designer Series paper, which comes out with that new catalog, and a full bolt of the ribbon that matches this color. We haven't been able to get that either. And then as my gift to you on your first month, I give you these beautiful In Color flat pearls. So this will come with your first month. Now, the only thing to know, most of you do know, that Cloud Cover, this beautiful bluey gray cloud cover, the ink, the formulation didn't turn out the way they wanted, so they're working on it. So that ink will not be, I'm going to send this color last to hope that they will have fixed the formulation by then, and I can send you the ink and the refill at that time. We do have the marker, we do have the papers, and I don't know if we have the blends or not, but that will be our last month. So if you're interested in, and the price, it's not bad either. It's $60 plus $9 for shipping, so $69 per month for 5 months. And I had ladies who did the In Color Club last year, and they loved it. And you get a fun package every month with everything of the color, and plus I make you a fun card that goes with it. So that is the In Color Club. And again, it's on my blog today, prettypapercards.com. The same details that I just told you, but it's a great way to get these beautiful colors. And so now let's just take a look at them more carefully, because we're going to make 2 cards from them. And okay, this is a test for me. I'm going to see. Timid Tiger is a beautiful orange. Timid Tiger, Strawberry Slush, which of course I love because I love pink. Darling Duckling. I was working with this today, and it's a little bit grayer than I thought. I'm gonna have a time, maybe a blog post, where I do a comparison of the colors. I know some other demos have. Surprisingly, Secret Sea it's surprised me how much I've liked this color. At first I thought, oh my gosh, it's just black. Who cares about that? But it isn't. It sometimes looks green, sometimes blue. It really is beautiful and deep, and I've really been liking it. And then Cloud Cover I really love, and I can't wait until they get the ink for that. So those are our 5 new in colors that start May 6th. Now, for all of what I'm saying, you can get the starter kit, the Stampin' Up! Starter kit, and you can get everything I have right away. So just saying, that's what I did, because I'm not one that likes to wait. That's me. Okay, so today I thought we would do a little last chance situation. This is one of my favorite stamp sets, and especially die sets. I'm still coughing from having COVID, so I ask you to excuse me. This particular die is one of my all-time favorite dies. I love it. I have used this so much, and I just thought I can't let this go out without playing with it and reminding you how beautiful it is. Now, when I went on the inventory list today, this is on low inventory. I think actually it's the stamp set that might be on low inventory, but the bundle is on low inventory. So, and I checked. The dies are 10% off right now on the last chance list. The stamp set is full price, and the bundle is 10% off, as bundles are. So the better buy is the bundle, and it's on low inventory. But I'll show you what I've made with it using the new in colors. So this is just a very simple card, but it really shows off this die. I really wanted you to see how gorgeous it is. This die is just so pretty, and I think this says a lot for a sympathy card, or just for a card during difficult times. And this is the Cloud Cover, and then I used basic white and our new mini corrugated 3D embossing folder. Thanks, Tina. If you don't have that, this is available right now in the online exclusives. If you don't have this, you must get it, because it is so neat. I just love it. And then on the inside, now I use this die here is from the Hibiscus set, but I just put Thinking of You Fondly. This is a card I would love to send, so we're going to make that. Then we're also going to make this one using Strawberry Slush and Darling Duckling, right? Aren't those pretty together? I know, Georgia. It's on the last chance list, and it's on low inventory. Oh, Rebecca, 2 tablespoons honey, and it will help. Lemon juice. Okay, I'll give it a try after I'm finished here. Thank you. And so this, I love this stamp. This is another thing I love. Look at this stamp right here. So let's get started. Oh, and I made a third card that we're not going to make, but it's a fun one with some of the dies. And this is this is from the Toadstool Punch. And I just put the sentiment thanks on it from this set. So you can do so much with this set. I really love it, and I think that's why it's on low inventory. Thoughtful wishes, and the dies are amazing. Okay. So let's get started on our first card, our kind of sympathy card, or card for a difficult situation. This is a quickie, and it just focuses on 2 of the in colors, Cloud Cover and Secret Sea. But I really wanted you to see them, and I went ahead and did the embossing to save time since I'm making 2 cards. I don't usually make 2 cards. Excuse me. This piece, let me measure it for you. This white acts as a little focal point, and it's 4 by 3. And I'm just going to put it right in the center. And I'm going to put a little more glue than I normally would because of the embossing there. And just put that right in the center. Super easy card to make. You know, it would be nice to make a set of these, maybe to give to someone who lost someone and was having a service. That would be a lovely gift. Okay, so this large die that I told you that's my favorite, it fits in the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. That's another thing I like about it. So we're just going to put it in there. And again, this is the Secret C color. And I'm telling you, you know, it depends on what you use it with. It can really look, take on a different shades. Okay, that didn't, I should have gone through twice because it is a detailed one. Let me just put it right back on there. And we'll go through one more time. Sometimes the real detailed ones you need to go through twice to really get all the little nooks and crannies there. Okay. Let's see now. There we go. All done. We'll just see if we can brush most of that out. Have to be gentle. But look at how beautiful this is. It's a beautiful background behind flowers or words. I'll bring it over here a little more so you can see it better. Look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? I love it. I have to say, I just love it. Let me get some of these crumbs out of the way here. And now we're just going to adhere it just like that. Now what I did before, yes, Georgia, weren't you telling me that the other day? I need to try that. I will try that. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue, not too much, just in the places where there is some width. You don't need a lot to hold it down, just a little bit. And just set it right there. Isn't that just so pretty? I just think that's so beautiful. Just like that. And then we're just going to put this on the inside. And I do want to stamp it with the Secret C. We do have Secret C ink, is a beautiful one. And the sentiment is thinking of you fondly. Now I'm going to give it a try and see if I can get this even. If I can't, I'll stamp it again on something that I punch out and put over it. But I'm going to try to just get it right in the center there. Not too bad. Thinking of you fondly. So that's going to be our inside. Isn't that nice? I think that I like the sentiment. It's part of this stamp set. All the stamps I'm using today are from this stamp set. And I love it when the stamp set has both images and sentiments. So there you go. Super quick card. Very quick. And meaningful. Okay. Now let's take a look at our next card. And here are all our pieces parts. And this is the one that says Dearest Friend, where we're going to use this fun stamp right here. And I'll show you how cute this one is. Okay. Here's our card base, which is strawberry slush. Yum, yum, yum. And here's our white piece. So for this, we want to stamp with Darling Duckling. Thank you, Rebecca, Becky. So here's Darling Duckling. Now, excuse me, I did think a little bit about this. My pad came this way, but there's no problem with it. It's stamping just fine, even though it looks a little weird. It's stamping absolutely fine. So nothing to worry about if your stamp pad looks a little like that. I think that's the lightness of the color ink because you see how it's taking on some, when I stamp, it's just taking on some of the edges there. I think that's just how it is. So I'm just inking it up, and then I'm going to come down here, and it's an easy stamp to use. You just stamp it 3 times across like that. Isn't that just super cute? I mean, any color would be darling. Look at how cute that is. And I'm going to do the same thing for the inside of the card and for the envelope. So I'll go ahead and do that while we're at it. For the inside, I think I'm just going to do one on the right. We don't need to get carried away. And for the envelope, we'll do one on the left. Will be kind of equal. One on the right, one on the left. Okay. Isn't that a pretty color though, Darling Duckling? Okay, so now the next thing we're going to do for this card is I've cut a piece of Darling Duckling 1 inch by 3 3/4. This piece is 3 3/4 to put it across the center, and I want to stamp Dearest Friend. I think these sentiments on this set are so nice. See, Dearest Friend, thinking of you fondly, thanks, missing you, I appreciate you, and you make life better. And this is the fun one we're using right now. I use this set a lot. I think it stayed with us a couple of years. And I'm sorry that it's retiring. And it reminded me, I thought, gosh, you know, I hadn't used it for a while. You know how that is with things that you've had for a while. Okay, so I want to get this right side up. I don't put the labels on my stamps, so that can mess me up. They used to say that it's naked stamping when you don't put your labels on. Okay, here we go. Dearest Friend, right in the center. And Strawberry Slush. Pretty, pretty. And now we're just going to put this across our piece and glue it down. It is nice to stamp the inside. I don't always, in fact, I rarely stamp the insides of my cards. You guys know that. I rarely do. Oh, you know something? Boo-boo. Glad I remembered this. Okay, we need to die cut some flowers here. Yes. Here's some Strawberry Slush, and here is the die I want to use. This one, because we want to put a few little flowers coming up there. I almost forgot. And we have to glue those on the Darling Duckling piece before we lay it down. Okay, so we're going to cut this die, then I'm going to clip off the little flowers. You have to have the label. I don't know, it mixes me up. Sometimes the label isn't correct. I get it crooked. So I'm better without. And that came out great. So where's my little brush? I think I'm going to need to use my little pointy end here to release this. And you have to be a little careful with this because it has these delicate little flowers. And on one of them, I pulled too fast and it tore. So you have to be kind of careful here. Okay, just like that. Now, what I want to do is put down some of these little flowers. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue around along here to adhere the little flowers. And then I'm just going to clip the flowers with my paper snips. So I'm just going to clip them like this and then lay them just like that, so that they're kind of sticking up from the yellow piece. Just arbitrarily, not a big deal. You know, just do it kind of arbitrarily. And there are enough little cute little blossoms here. Whoops. Just so that it doesn't look really, I thought it looked nice. It wouldn't look naked. And a couple more. We'll put one over here at the other side. Whoops, come back. Okay, and then it looks like we need one more there. We'll take this one. Yes, the prize is actually going to be both cards. So, all right, so those are stuck on. Let's see what we think. See how cute that is? Isn't that kind of cute? Okay, now we can put more glue. Let me put it up where you can see it. And I'm going to put some glue over the flowers this time to make sure they stick. Pick that up, and we're little crumbs. There we go. We're going to just set it right there. Isn't that just kind of cute? I kind of like that. Flower box. Georgia, you are just really helping me today. Thank you. Okay, now I'm going to tie a bow just because we have to have a bow. If I had my ribbon, which I can't order till the 6th, but if I had my ribbon, I would put a piece of the strawberry slush ribbon around here. I definitely would, but we don't have our ribbon yet. So we're just going to tie a little linen thread piece around here. I'm going to give it a knot to hold it before I do the bow part. Okay, I'm going to pull it down a little bit so it hopefully doesn't interfere too much with the sentiment. And when you're tying a bow, try to look at the way the ribbon is going or the thread. If it's trying to bend one way, let it bend that way. Just go with it, and it makes the better bows. Okay, we just want a small bow. This is a little delicate little thing here. Trim that off. Okay, now finally we're ready to put it on the front of our card base. Just use my glue. I love the multi-purpose liquid glue. I know many people like this snail thing that I don't even remember what it's really called, but I have one, but I don't use it very often. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to put a little mini glue dot under that knot to keep it from moving. That'll just stabilize the bow. Right in there. And that helps keep the bow down below the sentiment. I'm just going to use my fingernail to push the mini glue dot under the knot. Great. Now I have my inside piece to put in that we already stamped, which carries on the theme of the card. Isn't that cute? It's a great spring card, and these colors, these two colors, I really like together. You know, it's really my first time really playing with these colors by themselves without additional colors, and it's fun to use them. It's very fun. Okay, so there's our card, and here's our envelope. I could add some of those, excuse me, I could add some of the little flat pearls, but I'm not going to. And I guess I do have a plain envelope. There really wasn't anything to stamp on the envelope for the sympathy card. But there's the sympathy card. So the prize for next week will be both of these cards. And I think they're sweet. And again, just if you like this set, get it while it's available. 10% off for the bundle. It's on the last chance, and it's on low inventory. So it's just a cute set. There's a lot you can do with it. The sentiments are super versatile, and this piece I love. Okay, I'll just turn you up now. There we go. I like to show you some of the last chance things so you don't miss things that really you might want. I need to do a little more of that in the next couple weeks because we've only got until May 6th. Well, the things will remain on the last chance list. That's definitely true. But then I'm going to be totally concentrating on the new catalog and the new online exclusives. So I'll try to pull a few more that I think are my favorites. Thank you, Roz. So the prize from last week, do you remember we used this beautiful new sweet collection called the Gallery, Beautiful Gallery. I just love it. You're going to see a lot more of this from me. And this was the card we made, and I'm glad I have one also. That when I make a sample, I get to keep one and then I give one away. Thank you, Linda. Tea with honey or lemon. I know, it's just really hanging on that it's the COVID thing. It's much better though. It's so much better than it was even last week, just by leaps and bounds better. So I'm not coughing all night or anything, so that's really, really good. Okay, so our winner of this beautiful card is Tracy Christine. Tracy, congratulations. I'm so happy for you. I don't think you've won for quite a while. So she's one of my regular listeners who's listened for a really watchers who's watched for a really long time. So I appreciate all of you watching and joining in. I know there's a glare on that card. I'll take it out so you can actually see it because it's so pretty. This set is just beautiful. You're going to love it. So congratulations to Tracy Christine. And I do have your address. Unless it's changed, I'll get this out to you. So you guys, thanks so much for joining me today, this Wednesday. And I really am going to try to have a fun fold on Friday. So come back for a